You may not do that. The Gedolim say it is usher.
My rabbi says it is permitted.
Your rabbi is an Horetz.
How can you say that? You do not even know who my rabbi is.
Your rabbi permits what the Gedolim forbid. Only an Horetz would dare contradict the Gedolim. Therefore your rabbi must be an Horetz.
Oh, I see this Gedolim thing is very important to you. I'd like to know more about it. How does a rabbi become a Gedol? Is there a special Rabbi Olympics to determine the very best rabbis of them all? Do they hold the Olympics at the RCA convention every year? Or do they have it at that big Siyum Hashas at Madison Square Garden?
No, there's no big Rabbi Olympics. The Gedolim are chosen by the Jewish people.
Fair enough. So where do I register to vote in the next Gedolim election?
There is no election. The Gedolim are chosen by consensus. The entire Frum community agrees to accept certain eminent scholars as their halakhic advisors.
I'm sorry. In case you hadn't noticed, my ears are a little bent, which sometimes causes me to totally mishear what people say. Right now, for example, I thought I just heard you say the entire Frum community agrees.
I did. They do.
How could you possibly use the phrase the entire Frum community agrees about anything? This year the entire Frum community could not even agree about on which day of the Omer the holiday of Lag BaOmer should be observed. How could you possibly say they agree about such a sensitive topic as choosing rabbis?
That is the point of Gedolim. They are accepted by the entire Frum community.
This just does not make sense to me. The Frum community is not one monolithic group. Some Frum communities have TVs in their homes. Others do not. Some Frum communities wear black hats. Others do not. Some Frum communities report child abusers to the police. Others do not. So when you say the Frum community chooses the Gedolim, I want to know which Frum community is choosing them.
All the stuff you just mentioned is Norishkeit. The Frum community is defined simply as the community of Jews who observe Halakha. That is whose opinion matters in accepting Gedolim.
Okay, now you are making it even more complicated. What is Halakha anyway? Which sefer are you referring to? In cases of disagreement, which opinion counts as Halakha? Many people say they are following Halakha but are perceived by others as slacking off or as simply observing stringencies and superstitions. So when you say the community that observes Halakha, which Halakha are you referring to?
Silly. Everyone knows the definition of Halakha. The laws that appear in Shas and Poskim, as interpreted by the Gedolim.
Okay. I think I've got this straight now. The Gedolim are chosen by the Frum community?
Correct.
The Frum community is determined based on observance of Halakha.
Also correct.
And Halakha is set by the Gedolim?
Correct again.
But it's all a circle, then? Don't you see? The Gedolim define what Halakha is, and then those who observe the Halakha that was determined by the Gedolim choose the Gedolim? It's just one big circle.
Maybe. Except that you just doubted the Gedolim, which makes you an Horetz, which means that what you are saying is most probably wrong.